Hello, welcome to Lab Chat.
Hello.
I'm sorry,
Hello.
James has been
Burning
possessed
US real
by the
bad.
devil.
Using the cheap version of Fraps. I haven't been using it for our recording. I just accidentally uninstalled Fraps and then reinstalled Fraps, and maybe I'm still using the cheap version of Fraps right now. But we will know because it will stop recording very soon.
And it stopped.
Oh wait, no. Oh, okay, it stopped. Guys, that's the end of Lab Chat. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yay! I knew you were.
Yeah.
You're new.
Yeah, I know you knew.
I know you knew me. We've been
Who
just.
are you?
Why are you in my
You don't
house?
know you. Who are you?
Why are you
What's your
in
favourite movie?
my house? Get out of my
Favorite
house!
movies. Favorite movies.
I like, oh, this is difficult.
I don't have a favorite movie.
No,
Oh my
just
God,
favorite.
every film I
movies
see
that
in
you
the
like.
cinema. After I see a film in the cinema, every single movie, I'm like, that's my favorite movie. Like every single movie I see in the cinema. But I think I'm gonna have to say Despicable Me because it's just the most.
That was a
amazing.
really original movie.
That was
I
good.
know, it's so good. And number 2 was good as well. Usually the
Not as
sequels are
good.
very good.
Not as good as number one.
It wasn't as good, but it was still pretty good. We saw it for my birthday.
I'd say it was almost. I would say it was pretty much exactly the same as good.
Yeah. I
Well,
think
not.
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't as like innovative, I don't think. But it was still amazing. Oh my God, it was so good. Oh, I love that film. But I think Despicable Me 1 takes it for me. Lewis, your turn.
What movies have I seen lately? Yeah, what
So-
movies have I?
A film that you've seen lately, is it? Okay.
It's just a good film. Just most of the films I've seen lately are better because they have better graphics and they're just better.
The better graphics, so they're better films.
Pretty much.
Graphics lover we have here. Well,
Okay,
obviously you're not a graphics
love
lover
you.
because he's playing Minecraft, so he's obviously not that much of a graphics lover.
Oh.
Well, no, it's a fact. Minecraft doesn't have that good graphics,
I know.
and that's
Yeah.
why we love it.
Let me just think.
We're like, oh my God, the graphics sound like Watch Dogs is like, oh my God,
They're
that's
really
so
good.
I know. What about water graphics? Are they good?
They're pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Good. I don't actually have the game.
I can answer the what is my deepest regret in life.
Sure.
We didn't ask that question.
I can
Okay.
answer it anyway.
So
Fine.
shut up and say what your favourite film is.
Yeah, basically we've done. This is like the 5th time we've ever done this
I think
podcast.
it's more than 5th.
It's probably. It's
Ooh.
this. I think this is the
Six.
6th.
This is six. This is six.
I don't know.
It is. I think I'm pretty sure it's the 6th.
That's so sad.
It's still recording, so now we know it's gonna carry on recording, and now you're gonna get a video.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mix between Minecraft Survival and podcast. It's just a way for me to be able to do stuff without me having to edit a bunch of stuff out. And
Yeah. It's fun.
it grew.
Also-
while I was in it. Oh God, no! I'm gonna get trapped.
I
Yeah.
thought
Okay,
we said we weren't going to talk about the game that we were playing.
Oh yeah,
were
we weren't going to talk about the game.
That was your rule.
That was
James.
my
You have
rule.
to follow what you
Yeah,
say.
you
now.
broke it.
Okay, we have to restart from the beginning. From
Why?
the top. Oh, I'm kidding. We're not going to do that.
Oh, I thought you actually meant it because I thought I said something.
We've been recording for hours. We can't stop now. We could be recording for like 2 minutes actually.
I don't have a
Yes,
favorite
we've been
film.
on 2 minutes. Well,
Lewis, just
list
say a
some
film
of
that
your
you
film-
liked.
Yeah,
Say a film that you liked.
Harry Potter.
Which one?
Every.
There's 8 of them.
yeah. Wait, out of the
This question's going to turn into what was your favourite Harry Potter film?
out of the 8, what's your favorite film, Lewis?
Out of the 8, number 4.
Number what?
4.
Oh,
What,
I like
the
that too.
Goblet
I
of
always
What? Number 4 was my favorite book. I don't know whether it was my favorite film.
We didn't ask book.
Was it? Yeah, Lewis. Spoiler alert.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoiled
I don't.
it.
Is that a spoiler alert?
No, it's not. No, it isn't.
Was it
Um,
Being angry at Lewis, not his fault.
I read the
My
Harry Potter book so long
favorite
ago.
film in the world. I don't have a favorite film.
Just say a film you liked in the past.
I've got to. While Lewis is trying to remember his films, I've got to try and remember my film that I liked because I like a
Yeah.
lot of different films.
Despicable Me.
I did like
So-
Despicable.
Can I just say Despicable Me?
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
No.
Why can't we have the same good films?
Yeah, sure.
I
Yeah,
guess we can. Yeah, that makes
But
That's
you
not
gotta-
fair.
you can list other films as well.
We
though.
can't be filmist here.
Yeah.
I
We
don't
can't
know.
be filmist. We can't be
We can't be-
filmist.
You're Lewisist. Lewisist.
We're not sponsored by Despicable Me.
I wish we were.
It's just a
I
great
wish we
film.
were.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. We just have like minions in the background, like punching us in the back,
Oh my god.
telling us to work.
No, we just
Jesus.
hire some people with minion skins to come and like follow us around.
Yeah. No. They.
We would have to have minion skins.
Oh yeah.
No, it'd be like our skins would like slowly turn yellow.
Oh my god.
God.
And then our eyes would just like merge into one. Well,
Except
well,
we
not
would
all of-
think it was because we were sponsored by Despicable Me, but actually we had a severe case of yellow fever that
Oh,
went
gosh.
undiagnosed.
That was-
hepatitis.
We had hepatitis.
By the way, that was the worst joke in the world.
What?
Saying we had a severe case of yellow fever.
Yellow fever is an actual thing.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you yet.
But damn, Lewis, you're so insensitive.
Yeah, so it does. Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Prove it.
Look up on the internet. Yellow fever.
Fine, but if it stops recording, then I'm just gonna like recording. Oh wait, no, it didn't. Oh, okay, it probably just split the recording. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna look up on the internet.
Did I tell you so or did I tell you so?
Yellow fever images.
Yellow people.
It's just Homer from The Simpsons.
Let's just take a look at hepatitis then. Hepatitis.
Hepatitis. Yay.
Images.
Real
Yellow.
people.
Yellow fever does not turn you yellow.
Yeah. No. Yeah, he's right. It doesn't turn you yellow. 80 people every year in California get hepatitis A. Cool.
Why don't we get hepatitis B?
Brings a whole new meaning to California girls.
California girls have hepatitis.
A.
California girl.
California dreaming on such a winter's day. All the leaves are brown, and the
Yes,
sky
I used to
is
think
grey,
you're
and the
right,
sky
actually.
is grey. California dreaming on such a winter's day. I think I might have accidentally started Sibelius then, because my Firefox
Sibelius.
is right next to my Sibelius. So I'm gonna look up the California
Why do you use
dreaming
Firefox?
California dreaming.
lyrics.
Why do you use Firefox? Really?
Don't do that.
Firefox is better than internet.
It is Firefox.
No, yeah, but I know it's actually not as good as Chrome. You're right, but actually it is better than Chrome on Windows PCs. No,
I
I
don't know
well,
either.
I know they're very similar,
I'm
but
on Windows 8 at the moment, and believe me, Chrome is better.
I got tons of viruses on Chrome,
Oh, Chrome.
Yay,
Chrome
viruses.
doesn't suck.
and I don't ever get viruses on Firefox. So, oh, here we go. Oh, the leaves are brown, and the sky is grey, and the sky is grey. I've been for a walk on such a winter's day. I'd
You're
be
singing so
safe and
perfectly
warm
that I think
if
this
I
is-
was in LA. If I was in LA, California dreaming on such a winter's day. Stopped into a church, I passed away. Wait, I don't know how it goes. There you go. James.
If you like pina colada, getting
Get
cold.
out
The
in the
sun-
rain.
Rain.
If you like
Are we just singing our favourite songs? Because my favourite's Mario.
Wait, you guys converse amongst yourselves. Give me a second.
I can sing Super Mario. No, I can play Super Mario on my keyboard.
I'm adventuring at the moment. I'm miles away from you guys.
I am in the Nether. I just collected a load of Wait, why am I walking back? I can just kill myself.
Hello.
I just realised that I could just die and get back to base instead of walking my way back.
Yeah.
Woo! Burning. Ugh. How long have we been recording for? 24 minutes? No.
No, probably not. Okay, wait. Oh, I opened on just the right page. I don't know if this is this. Can I just ask you guys real quick? Is this too loud? Give me a second. Oh wait.
I
That's
got
better.
it.
That's much better.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Is this too loud?
There's a...
Is that too loud?
No, that's fine. That's
Okay,
absolutely fine.
No, wait. It's B flat.
What do you
Sorry.
play it?
Yeah, I played it in C major instead of in B flat. Sorry, I made a mistake. Adam is gonna hate me for that.
Adam's just,
James.
smashing his computer to pieces.
Yeah. Adam, I'm sorry. I played it in C major when I should have played it in B flat.
Unsubscribe!
No, Adam.
Oh
James,
no, we lost
James,
Adam. No,
James,
he was.
you can't get-
He was, yeah.
James, you can't get Yogscast complete
Sorry,
on pro hosting, by the way.
I don't think anyone watches our videos.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. I'm just looking at it now.
I don't think anyone watches our videos anymore, guys.
We should just do B team instead.
Sure, let's just do B team.
Yes.
No, your chart's complete.
I know.
Wait, does that have Witchery in it?
Yes, it does. It's my favourite
What
one in the
mods
world.
does that have? Wait, does that have Galacticraft?
It has a lot.
Yes, it does. Look at Attack of the B team. It has so much stuff.
Does it have thermal expansion and stuff?
Yes, it does. It has
Applied
loads.
energistics.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm fine with it.
Do B team. I love it.
Sure,
Wait,
I'll get B
what
team.
other, wait, what other magical stuff does it
I
have?
don't know. Probably
Loads
quite
of stuff. It's really good.
Okay, why do we do Big Dig? Why did we quit on that?
because
Do
I couldn't
B
find a
team.
fax spot for it. Anyway,
Do B
I'll play.
team.
I'll try and play it in B flat this time. I'm sorry, Adam. No, it's.
Guys, do B
I was
team.
playing it in. I was playing it in the right key.
In subscribe.
No, I was just playing it in. Wait. Okay. I'm like off my rocking chair now. Okay.
Oh my god. It's Sherlock.
No.
I know, it's Doctor Who.
No, I can't play that part.
Play the Sherlock theme tune.
I don't have the Sherlock theme tune.
I don't even know what it sounds like.
I can play
anymore,
the
'cause it
James
hasn't
Bond
been
one.
on for like 2 years.
I can play the James
so I don't
Bond
know
one
what
really
the
well.
I don't know what the Sherlock theme tune is.
I had to do the James Bond one for my grade 3 exam, so I can do that one really well.
Oh,
It's
okay,
at the
sure.
front of my book, if you want. It's just turning into me showing off my cornet skills.
Yeah, we
GT10.
don't care.
Me and James do play cornet.
Yeah, sure.
We
Oh,
do.
is that what you're playing? I don't know what that is.
It's like a trumpet, except like less famous. But it
Yeah,
like
I'm bored.
whenever you hear a okay fine. Whenever you hear a trumpet, it's basically a cornet, because trumpets
Oh.
are pretty much only used in the military.
Yay, that's interesting fact. Or James.
No. Okay, I can't find it. I'm just gonna carry on looking.
No, my stairs! Just broke my
Concert
legs.
Overture. Concert Overture is an amazing piece. I'm just turning into Adam. I don't want to turn into Adam. I don't.
Oh my
no
God.
offense, Adam. It's just I don't want to be. I don't want to carry on talking about music all day.
It's tiring.
Yeah, I would imagine it probably is. I can
Poor
play.
Adam.
I can play.
You used to talk about music all
I can.
day.
I can play. I can play. It's a love story, baby. We can be. But I can only play the second cornet because that's all I have. So it's just like da 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 da.
Oh my
It's
god.
just like really
James.
bad.
James,
It's just backing them up. Yeah,
please
No! I felt
make
like
us a
building
B
again.
team server
I will.
now.
No.
No!
Please, can you actually? Because you know
I can't do it right now, but I'll.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes.
You can. You can get your dad to do it. I know you can.
No, I can't.
You can get your dad to log you in to pay.
My dad's clever, but he's not. He's not a Java genius.
No, you can get your dad to pay.
Yeah, I know, but it takes time for them to set it up, probably. So
So,
I'll
can you
get
do-
it as soon as possible, okay?
Today.
Yeah, I'll get it today. Fine. It probably
Good.
won't be on today though.
I
I'll
don't
get
care.
it later
just
today
get it.
because I've got to do homework and stuff. I have
Oh.
James Bond.
Oh, we need to do James. James, we need to do our awesome maths homework.
It's not like the very bad
Yay, math.
math. Oh yeah.
No.
We do have to do that. We can't talk about it though because other people might want to do it. they're listening to
And we
us.
can't talk about it because of someone
That's
who's on
what
our
I
call. I
hate.
mean,
It's like when I start watching a YouTube video, I have to turn it into full screen straight away, or I'll look at the sidebar with all the other videos, and I'm like, I want to watch that.
Our footage is so boring because it's just me staring at a block of sand because I'm like going through music, trying to find
Yay.
James Bond. So yeah, sorry if it's really boring, but we're just talking.
It
And
is.
subscribe.
It's supposed to be a podcast anyway, so
Yeah. You're not even meant to be
I'm
like.
not even supposed to have a video this week.
Yeah. Are we?
Well, they probably are actually supposed to have a video, yeah.
James, what is the vid that you posted that is processing at the moment?
I have no idea.
How do you make nether bricks?
How do you
I don't
make?
think
How
you
do
can.
you do a netherbrick? You put netherrack in a furnace.
Okay. Really?
Really? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Didn't you know that?
No.
Thanks for that.
You're an
You
idiot.
just died.
Wait, I can
You
play.
just died.
I can play the first part of this song, which is a
On
famous song.
purpose.
I don't know if I'm allowed to play this because I'm.
Lewis was
I'm
so
good at it.
surprised that I didn't know that fact that he died. Good.
Let me just get. It's B flat, E flat. Let me.
Dun, dun, dun,
It's just me playing
dun,
it.
dun,
It's not. No, I can't find James Bond, so it's not that. I can't play it.
dun. You just like. James.
Let me finish. Callum, you've distracted me now. Okay, shush.
Okay, no.
And that's where it ends because it's a sample piece.
Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Rather musical.
Indeed.
People have already unsubscribed. Now look, I'm moving. I'm alive. I didn't die in Minecraft. I'm literally frozen for about a year.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Frozen. No, no.
Hey, he made the joke.
Guys, do you guys have any apples? 'Cause I
I'm
want
just
them.
brutally
No.
punching a sheep to death.
Oh, yay.
Black sheep, have you any wool?
Oh my god.
Give
Oh my
it to. I've
How do
I've
you-
got your wool now, you black sheep.
How do your parents tolerate you just shouting into your computer all the time?
He has a point. I wouldn't
Yeah.
tolerate you. I'd
I
smack you.
shout.
Oh my god! I shut my door. Also, I think they probably think I'm insane and I'm talking to myself because I don't think they believe that I have any friends.
No, they know that you have friends because I came around your house.
Well, yeah, but they think I paid you.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was literally just about to say that.
Well, you did, but they don't know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're gonna know it now.
If they're watching
I mean,
your vids, which they
I don't
won't.
think
They
my
don't
parents
watch our
actually watch my
vids.
vids. No, I was like, Dad, our first vid, I was like, Dad, do you want to come watch my vid? He's like,
Yeah, give me a sec. And he just goes to Las Vegas.
and basically what happened was he hung himself. And now I have no father.
Oh my god. What? Oh, because you made a YouTube account. Oh my god, you should do a Draw My Life and just put
Oh yeah, I'll do a Minecraft my life.
Draw My Life.
I'll do a Minecraft my life.
Minecraft My Life. Minecraft My Life.
Minecraft my life. Ba-do-do, ba-do, bo, bo, ba-do, bo. Minecraft my life.
No.
I need apples. Give me apples.
Oops. Break the wool, place the torch, get the wool, put it in my chest as a reminder of the brutal murder that went on. Yeah.
Oh my god. No.
No, sheep! The footage is gonna cut when I click full screen. So just give me a second. Okay, we're back.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
And
does
that's what
whatever
Everlast
Spider-Man does.
Callum, why did you put lava on my head? I mean my roof.
I mean my roof.
I didn't.
Why did you put lava on my head? I mean
I
roof.
can
It,
see
no,
it.
it does look cool now, doesn't it? Look at that.
You're gonna set fire to the house, you idiot.
There's no fire spread.
So you can still set fire to stuff.
I know, but it doesn't destroy it.
So?
There,
It
yeah,
looks
Callum's
cool
right.
if you have a house that's on fire.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No,
You can just
I agree with Lewis, it doesn't look cool, but I also agree with Callum in that you're dumb.
Thanks.
I'm not talking to you, Lewis. Wait!
made me feel bad. Thank you, Lewis, for standing up for it.
Don't do this!
I'm just chopping you with an axe.
No, okay, choose.
Never! Never!
No, Callum!
Yeah, get out of here and never come back.
I'm out. It's my house. I built most of it, but
I thought Callum left the series anyway, so.
No.
whoa, spoiler! Ah! Oh my God!
Okay.
I turned around. You were there.
Okay, that's enough of that, I think. If you're right behind me,
I'm not.
I can see you. You're running towards me. You're like, no, and then you realised that I could see you, and you were like, whoops, and turned around.
Hey,
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
Stay off my tip.
How about we watch you
Stay
build
off my tip.
while I read creepy pastas and hear you guys' reactions?
That's the most amazing thing I've heard. I remember when we used to do last year, and it was just me and James, and
The
I
footage just
be, like,
cut, so they
playing
didn't
the
hear. They didn't hear you saying that's the best thing I've ever heard. I remember when we did Scope last year, and James read out a bunch of stuff. Yeah, if you want to know
Okay.
what that was.
Well,
what he said,
are we
that's what he said.
recording again now?
Yeah, can I just stay
Okay.
here?
Oh, repeat. I said that I really like like that because I used to just be playing Minecraft when me and James used to play Minecraft, and basically
When you and James used to play Minecraft.
yeah, with
Oh,
Skype.
James.
About 5 years ago.
Skype last year when we were Skyping last year without Lewis, which was much better than now.
Skype back then.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
We only.
And
well, we were very
basically,
new to
I
the
would just be
Skyping.
playing Minecraft. Sometimes it was the other way around. And James would just be like,
How were you new
telling
to
me
Minecraft?
to watch Minecraft videos. What?
How can you be new to Minecraft? To Skype.
I was kidding. This website contains fictional content. I think this is illegal.
But yeah, James would just read out creepypastas or like.
I was born
watch-
in 19.
Like, yeah, like stuff.
Hey,
okay,
God,
yeah,
no, this is creepypasta. I'm gonna say I was born in 1761. Oh, year is invalid. Fine, 1998. The spookiest year.
That was when my. No, it's not. That's when my sister.
Was that year also invalid?
Callum, I'm just like. My comment stands.
I
He's so
hate you.
mean.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
I don't
James?
know.
I hate you now.
Oh God.
But we're still best friends because I don't have any other friends that are actually nice.
Oh, okay.
No offense, Lewis. You suck.
Oh.
You don't suck.
Oh,
Lewis.
vampires. I don't like
Lewis is like
vampires.
one of the coolest people I know, even though his head is like kind of shaped like the aliens.
Okay, here we go.
Carrying on.
Oh my God, that picture though. Okay, my sister has been gone for 25 years now. I think it's finally time to tell her story. It was summer. Let me check I'm recording before.
By the way, Lewis, I was joking when I said your head looked like an alien's.
It was summer. My
was-
sister Ella and I had barely lived on the farm 6 months. Our father was off in the military, having been gone about 2 years by this time. We missed him dearly. The farm sat in the middle of nowhere, with miles and miles between our family and others. Our mother worked hard to raise us two. Her work only increased due to the fact that she also tended the farm.
Lewis, what did you just do to my house?
Nothing. I went inside it because I didn't know who it was.
We tried our...
No, did you take something, Lewis? Look, I'm sorry, okay? Your head isn't shaped like an alien's.
We tried
What
our...
did you take? There was something in here, Lewis. What did you take?
I took nothing.
Yes, you did. There's a space free in my chest.
Okay, I took a gold ingot.
Give it back.
Come on.
Now.
Come and
Please
get it.
don't ruin the mood again.
It's in the chest outside the house.
Can I read again? We tried our best to help our mother with the daily chores. Feeding
There is a
chickens.
chest outside the house.
Feeding chickens, collecting
Where?
eggs.
Outside the shack, number 1.
Giving the animals hay and slopping the pigs. We felt we did hard work through our portion of the work. No, wait.
Pigs.
Though our portion of the work was less than 10% of what was needed to be done daily. Most of our time was spent doing what any 6 and 8-year-olds might do. Played in the yard. Our house was an old white painted 2-story house plus basement. That's terrible grammar. The paint chipped off the exterior walls and the
It's
shutters.
in the house outside the thing,
I
Karen.
got it, okay?
The shutters were missing, but it was cosy
Yeah.
and nice. Even
Hello.
having a large tyre swing on the tree in the front. Surrounding the house... I don't like this story anymore.
Why? Is it boring?
Oh no, here we go. It just so happened that one day we ran further through the corn than we ever had. The field broke way to a large, empty, desolate, barren land. Now I say
God.
empty, but of course there was tall, unattended grass and a singular tree. The tree in itself was a somewhat disturbing sight, the bark black and flaking, branches barren and gnarled. The trunk stood tall and thick. A grown adult could have stood on the other side and we wouldn't have known. The trunk twisted and bent in a sort of unnatural
I don't like
way.
how they said that. Like someone could have stood behind there and we never would have known that they were there.
Just looking at the tree made me
Just an
uneasy.
observation.
It didn't help that the world around us was dead silent. No birds.
Dead silent.
Bugs.
Oh, God.
The wind held its breath.
Yeah,
The
they have
tree
to use the word
expelled a
dead,
kind of
or
aura.
it's no creepypasta.
The kind that held with it the stench of rotting wood and animal carcass
I thought you were going to say rotting
filled
flesh.
our
and I was like,
nostrils. Gripping my sister's
nice.
hand, I tried to pull her back,
Why did
begged
you grip
her
your
to
sister's
turn
hand?
back. She smiled at me and told me it was okay, then convinced me that we needed to take a rest. So against my better judgment, we sat at the roots of the beast. Oh God, if only I knew then what I know now, I would have picked her up and carried her home, kicking and screaming. It felt like we talked for hours. We talked about everything. We talked about how we missed Daddy, how we were excited for the pumpkin harvest, how we'll carve some for Halloween, and what we'd dress as for trick or treat, which we'd have to do in town. Eventually, Ella brought up... Please stop hitting me. Eventually,
Sorry.
Ella brought up her sadness at the lack of toys we owned, due to the fact that we hadn't quite made enough of the farm to buy new ones. She told me if she could, she'd wish for new toys and other luxury things. Suddenly, with an abruptness that made us both jump to our feet, startled... Stop hitting me. We heard a loud thump from behind the tree. Slowly, cautiously, with a scared glance to one... I swear to God, Lewis.
I swear to God, Lewis. I will stop
Look,
reading this.
that's even my house.
Hold on.
So go off.
Of course it's your house.
Go off.
So
Lewis.
get
Like,
off!
jeez.
I am off.
Why are you breaking my house then?
You hear
Wait,
people?
what was he doing? What was he doing? Is he a house? Is he a house murderer?
Yeah, he's breaking
Oh
my
my God.
house.
I
Oh my God, I didn't know
the
he was a
block.
house
I wasn't-
murderer.
Well, I'm putting it back. You could just destroy that block and you suck. Get out of the place. I banish you from the house.
You banished me from
Yeah,
your-
look, I'm kicking you from the server. There you go. Now,
Really? Did you just kick him?
yeah, okay. Let down.
it's
If
back.
I won't kick you again if you don't stop. If you
You have
stop
kick.
if you stop doing us. If you stop
Callum.
doing that. Stop doing it and I
Callum.
won't kick you. Okay.
Callum, do
Slowly.
you have kick?
What?
Do you have kick?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I do,
Kick
but I'm not going to
messenger.
tell you what it is. Slowly, cautiously, with a scared glance to one another, we took hold of one another's hands and went to look. There at the base
Why are
of
you in
the...
creative, James? You're a cheater.
Let me finish! I was in creative because you broke my house!
Oh.
Just Lewis! Stop talking.
You're in creative.
There. Lewis, I'm banning you from the server.
You're banning me.
I'm banning you temporarily until I finish this story.
Oh wow, lol.
Slowly, cautiously,
There we go, my 1.8.
with a
Lewis,
scared
shut up!
glance to...
Nexus.
Just be quiet! Slowly...
You jelly? I'm
Look.
on the Nexus playing
Okay.
Hunger Games with Beijing Canadian.
Okay, be quiet. Slowly, cautiously, with a scared glance to one another, we took hold of one another's hands and went to look. There, at the base of the tree, 2 brand new ragdolls with beautiful brown yarn hair and sweet painted faces. Each doll wore a different dress, one in yellow, the other sky blue. Between the dolls sat a multicolored top, a toy boat with a cherry-colored finish and white sail, and a set of jacks with a shiny red bull. Dumbfounded, we looked around, trying to find anyone, but we were alone. Ella gathered the toys, despite my protests, and we went home. Day after day, Ella went back to the tree. I refused to go near it. It terrified me. Each day she brought back more and more things. Sweets,
What?
toys, books, costume jewelry and clothing in her exact size. Mom never seemed to notice. How could she when she was so busy with the farm? One day, she and Ella got into a fight and Ella ran. I knew where she was headed. I followed after her quietly, stealthily through the corn, the only light to guide me the harvest moon casting a pumpkin glow. I was right. She stood in front of the tree, still sniffling from her fit, but speaking to someone I couldn't see. A soft, airy woman's voice returned the conversation, but I couldn't hear her over the sound of my heart pounding. Terrified, Ella begged the woman I couldn't see to take her away. That was when I found my courage to step forward and drag her away. I moved from my hiding to grab my sister's hand, when the sound of splintering wood broke the silence. The massive gnarled trunk split open, and what emerged from its depths I will never forget. Frozen, stuck to the spot in sheer terror, I stared at it, or rather her, as she emerged. The head rocked side to side to allow the horns of a bovine skull that served as her head. Through the trunk's gap, tangled thin hair fell from around the eyeless sockets and draped over bony shoulders and horns. The hand that pulled her from her resting place more claw than hand. Her feet clawed at well. She wore no cloth, but that only served to increase the grotesqueness of the woman. Loose skin hung off a skeletal frame. Lower stomach. Wait, no, I lost my place. Lower stomach podgy. Her breasts sagged with age, and having once been full, her skin the colour of milk gone sour, dirtied with earth and rotten in places, still coated in dry blood. She gave the image of an old woman who has lost all weight, but not skin, only keeping enough to gather at her lower stomach. Despite my terror, Ella seemed unfazed by this woman. No creature, now reaching out for it. I jerked her back, but the thing grabbed her other hand. It was a tug-of-war that seemed to last ages, but with all my fear my hands were slick with sweat, and Ella's hand came loose. I fell to the ground, and when I looked up my poor sister was gone. The creature, however, was not. It hovered over me, reaching out to take me too. I scrambled up and ran. It let out a terrible shriek, a mixture of a scream of rage and an angered lowing. It hunched down to all fours, giving chase through the corn after me. Crying, my vision blurred, but I fought my way through it. I burst through the line for corn and ran for the house. Glancing back, I could see it glowering at me at the line. My mother didn't believe my story. Who would? The police were called. A search went on, but she was never found. My mom refused to move, even after my sister's funeral, as they'd given up that she was still alive. So I grew up in that house, but I never played in that corn again. I knew it was out there, watching, waiting. At the age of 19, I went back to that tree, a chainsaw in hand. Boom, boom. I would make sure no one would ever go through what I did. God, I was a fool. It took me the good part of an hour, but I cut it down. And over the next few weeks we burned the damn thing. I wish I could tell you that was the end of it, but I sit here, now in my childhood home, typing by a low light and the light of a full harvest moon. Outside, peering at me from the tree in the front yard, the one with the tire swing. It waits. It seems by destroying and burning the tree, I merely released it to move closer. I've not left my house in 14 years.
Oh my god.
There you go. That was... And after that, there's a picture of what the women look like. It's like
Oh,
really weird.
show the people.
And it's called What Happened to Ella by
Add me back.
That zombie chick.
Add me back.
Yeah, do you want to add Lewis back or should
Yeah,
we leave him?
I'll add Lewis.
Okay.
There you go. Just don't punch me and break everything. Do you want me to read
I mean,
another
you are
one?
in creative mode, so we kind of can't. Yeah, go ahead. Actually, could I read one now?
No, I'll read it, don't worry.
No, because they need it. They need footage, don't they?
Huh?
They need interesting They need interesting footage.
Yeah, but it's a
from the market.
podcast.
Okay
Oh.
then. Well, how about we don't read them anymore? I'm kind of good after that one. Come on, James. Let's.
No, I want to read one
Look
more.
at my new roof. Okay. Does everyone like my new roof?
I'm just going to open chat so I can leave and...
Come on, Lewis. It is cool. Look at it. It's
is
amazing.
I'm cool. Because I have golden apples.
Good for you.
It is quite good for me, actually.
I know it is. They didn't say it wasn't.
Callum, you want a PvP?
Top-rated pastas.
No, I don't. I don't want a PvP.
But you have an enchanted diamond sword.
I don't. It's not enchanted. It isn't.
Oh,
It's not
it's not
enchanted at all. Well, I would, but give me a sec, man.
Here's a top-rated pasta. It's I think it's one of the most top-rated pastas ever. It
Pasta,
is.
why do they rate
It has
pasta?
a 9.4 out of 10 rating by Michael Whitehouse.
Bye,
It is
Lewis.
called Bedtime.
Oh God.
Oh God, no!
Oh no.
Okay,
People are gonna be like, "Oh my God, why is this thing so long?" And it's like, it's a podcast, dude.
are you ready?
Shut up.
Yeah, it's probably been about an hour. I just want to check. I just want to check it's still recording. Okay, it's still recording. Wow.
Yay!
Bedtime is supposed to be a happy event for a tired child.
Is it?
For me, it was
I hate to go to bed.
terrifying. While some children might complain about being put to bed before they have finished watching a film or playing their favorite video game, when I was a child, nighttime was something to truly fear. Somewhere in the back of my mind, it still is. As someone who is trained in the sciences, I cannot prove that what happened to me was objectively real, but I can swear that what I experienced was genuine horror. A fear which in my life, I'm glad to say, has never been equalled. I will relate it to you all now as best I can. Make of it what you will, but I'll be glad just to get it off my chest. I can't remember exactly when it started, but my apprehension towards falling asleep seemed to correspond with my being moved into a room of my own. I was 8 years old at the time, and until then I had shared a room quite happily with my older brother. As is perfectly understandable for a boy 5 years my senior, my brother eventually wished for a room of his own, and as a result, I was given the room at the back of the house. It was a small, narrow, yet oddly elongated room, large enough for a bed and a couple of chest drawers, but not much else. I couldn't really complain, because even at that age, I understood that we did not have a large house, and I had no real cause to be disappointed, as my family was both loving and caring.
Sorry, James. I just need a. Lewis, how do you make golden apples?
9
You
gold around an apple. Duh.
9 gold, yeah.
Oh, I tried. I
Eight
tried
gold
that.
around an apple, I mean.
Yeah,
I tried.
I think it's actually gold nuggets.
No,
No,
I
it's
tried
gold,
that. It
it's
didn't work.
gold. I literally just
Okay.
made it. It's gold ingots. And
Okay,
if
that
you
makes
want-
more sense.
If you want the god apples, you have
That's
to
blocks.
use gold blocks, and that's really expensive. Though.
I
Okay.
want god apples. No, I'm just gonna go get a
81.
normal.
I've got a normal
A
one.
solitary window looked at. That sounds exactly like mine. This is exactly like the room at the back of my house.
Oh,
So
God.
glad I don't sleep in that room. A solitary window looked out onto our back garden. Nothing out of the ordinary, but even during the day, the light which crept into that room seemed almost hesitant. As my brother was given a new bed, I was given the bunk beds which we used to share. While I was upset about sleeping on my own, I was excited at the thought of being able to sleep in the top bunk, which seemed far more adventurous to me. From the very first night, I remember a strange feeling of unease creeping slowly from the back of my mind. I lay on the top bunk, staring down at my action figures and cars strewn across the green-blue carpet. As imaginary battles and adventures took place between the toys and the floor, I couldn't help but feel that my eyes were being slowly drawn towards the bottom bunk.
Oh my god.
As if something was moving in the corner of my eye. Something which did not wish to be seen.
Oh no.
The bunk was empty, impeccably made with a dark blue blanket tucked in neatly, partially covering 2 rather bland white pillows. I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was a child, and the noise slipping under my door from my parents' television bathed me in a warm sense of safety and well-being. I fell asleep. When you awaken from a deep sleep to something moving or stirring, it can take a few moments for you to truly understand what is happening. The fog of sleep hangs over your eyes and ears, even when lucid. Something was moving, there was no doubt about that. At first I wasn't sure what it was. Everything was dark, almost pitch black, but there was enough light creeping in from outside to outline that narrowly suffocating room. 2 thoughts appeared in my mind almost simultaneously. The first was that my parents were in bed, because the rest of the house lay both in darkness and silence. The second thought turned to the noise, a noise which had obviously woken me. As the
last really freaked out.
As the last cobwebs of sleep withered from my mind, the noise took on a more familiar form. Sometimes the simplest of sounds can be the most unnerving. A cold wind whistling through a tree outside, a neighbour's footsteps uncomfortably close, or in this case, the simple sound of bed sheets, the simple sound of bed sheets rustling in the dark. That was it. Bed sheets rustling in the dark, as if some disturbed sleeper was attempting to get all too comfortable in the bottom bunk. I lay there in disbelief, thinking that the noise was either my imagination, or perhaps just my pet cat, finding somewhere too comfortable to spend the night. It was then that I noticed my door shut as it had been as I'd fallen asleep. Perhaps my mum had checked in on me and the cat sneaked into my room then. Yes, that must have been it. I mean, that makes the most logical sense, obviously. It's just his cat. I turned to face the wall, closing my eyes in the vain hope that I could fall back to sleep. As I moved, the rustling noise from underneath me ceased. I thought that I must have disturbed my cat, but quickly I realized that the visitor in the bottom bunk was much less mundane than my pet trying to sleep, and much more malicious. As if alerted to and disgruntled by my presence, the disturbed sleeper began to toss and turn violently, like a child having a tantrum in their bed. I could hear the sheets twist and turn with increasing velocity. Fear then gripped to me, not like the subtle sense of unease I had experienced earlier, but now potent and terrifying. My heart raced as my eyes panicked, scanning the most impenetrable darkness. I let out a cry. Ah! As most young boys do, I instinctively shouted on my mother. "Mummy! Mummy!" I could hear something stir on the other side of the house, but as I began to breathe a sigh of relief, my parents were coming to save me. The bunk bed suddenly started to shake violently.
Violently.
I was like, as if gripped by an earthquake scraping against the wall. I could hear the sheets below me thrashing around as if tormented by malice. I did not want to jump down to safety, as I feared the thing in the bottom bunk would reach out and grab me, pulling me into the darkness. So I stayed there, white knuckles clenching my own blanket like a shroud of protection. The wait seemed like an eternity. The door finally burst open, and I lay bathed in light, while the bottom bunk, the resting place of my unwanted visitor, lay empty and peaceful. I cried, and my mother consoled me. Tears of fear, followed by relief, streamed down my face. Yet through all the horror and relief, I did not tell her why I was so upset. I cannot explain it, but it was as though whatever had been in that bunk would return, if I even so much as spoke of it, or uttered a single syllable of its existence. Whether that was the truth I do not know, but as a child I felt as if that unseen menace remained close. My mother lay in the empty bunk, promising to stay there until morning. Eventually my anxiety diminished. Tiredness pushed me back towards sleep, but I remained restless, waking several times momentarily to the sound of rustling bed sheets. I remember the next day wanting to go anywhere, be anywhere, but in that narrow, suffocating room. It was a Saturday, and I played outside, quite happily with my friends. Although our house was not large, we were lucky to have a long sloping garden in the back. We played there often, as much of it was overgrown and we could hide in the bushes, climb in the huge sycamore tree which towered above all else, and easily imagine ourselves in the throes of a grand adventure in some untamed exotic land. As fun as it all was, occasionally my eye would turn to that small window, ordinary, slight, and innocuous, but for me that thin boundary was looking glass into a strange cold pocket of dread. Outside, the lush green surroundings of our garden filled the smiling faces of my friends, could not extinguish the creeping feeling clawing its way up my spine, each hair standing on end, the feeling of something in that room watching me play, waiting for the night when I would be alone, eagerly filled with hate. It may sound strange to you, but by the time my parents ushered me back into that room for the night, I said nothing. I felt almost silly to be talking about something which I really had no evidence for. I would be lying, however, if I said this was my primary reason. I still felt that this thing would be enraged if I so much spoke of it. It's funny how certain words can remain hidden from your mind, no matter how blatant or obvious they are. One word came to me that second night, lying there in the darkness alone. Frightened, aware of a rotten change in the atmosphere, a thickening of the air as if something had displaced it, as I heard the first casual twist of the bed sheets, the first anxious increase of my heartbeat at the realization that something was once again in the bottom bunk. That word, a word which had been sent into exile, filtered up through my consciousness, breaking free of all respiration, grasping for air, screaming, etching and carving itself into my mind. Ghost. As this thought came to me, I noticed that my unwelcome visitor had ceased moving. The bed-sheets lay calm and dormant, but they had been replaced by something far more hideous. A slow, rhythmic, rasping breath heaved and escaped from the thing below. I could imagine its chest rising and falling. With each sordid wheezing and gobbled breath I shuddered, and hoped beyond all hope that it would leave without occurrence. The house lay as it had the previous night, in a thick blanket of darkness. Silence prevailed. What did it want? Then something unmistakably chilling transpired. It moved in a way different from before. When it threw itself around in the bottom bunk, it seemed unrestrained, without purpose, almost animalistic. This movement, however, was driven by awareness, with purpose, with a goal in mind. For that thing lying there in the darkness, that thing which seemed intent on terrorizing a young boy, calmly and nonchalantly sat up. Its laboured breathing became louder now, as only a mattress and a few flimsy wooden slats separated my body from the unearthly breath below. I lay there, my eyes filled with tears. A fear which mere words cannot relate to you or anyone else coursed through my veins. I would not have believed this fear could have been heightened, but I was so wrong. I imagined what this thing would look like, sitting there listening from below my mattress, hoping to catch the slightest hint that I was awake. Imagination then turned to an unnerving reality. It began to touch the wooden slats which my mattress sat on. It seemed to caress them carefully, running what I imagined to be fingers and hands across the surface of the wood. Then, with great force, it prodded angrily between two slats into the mattress, even through the padding. It felt as if someone had viciously stuck their fingers into my side. I let out an almighty cry, and the wheezing, shaking and moving thing below replied in kind by violently vibrating the bunk, as it had done the night before. Small flakes of paint powdered onto my blanket from the wall as the frame of the bed scraped along it, backwards and forwards. Once again I was bathed in light, and there stood my mother, loving, caring as she always was, with a comforting hug and calming words which eventually subdued my hysteria. Of course she asked what was wrong, but I could not say. I dared not say. I simply said one word over and over and over again. Nightmare, 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 nightmare. This pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night I would awaken to the sound of rustling sheets. Each time I would scream so as to not provide this abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force torturing her son nightly. Along the way I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed, but more often than not I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place, the room where the light from outside did not sit
I might have to go to my dad's room.
alone with that thing. Okay, well, let me see if it's almost done. It's nowhere near.
so.
It's nowhere near almost done.
Just carry on anyway.
Okay.
I'll tell you what to go.
I hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Wait, no. I scrolled.
Wait,
I
one
scrolled.
second. Lewis.
Yeah?
You took more gold than one bar, didn't you?
No.
And used it to make gold. Yes, you did.
No, I had my own gold.
I had 10 golden ingots.
I had like 27, and I actually just took an apple from your chest.
I know,
A
but
golden apple. That's all I took.
give me my apple back.
I already used it.
Well, give me the golden apple then.
No.
Well, you must, because you stole stuff from me. Lewis stole stuff.
Lewis, stop stealing stuff.
Give it back.
I can't give you back the apple because I don't have it anymore.
Well, give me a golden apple then.
That's not fair.
You used my apple.
So?
James.
This goes on for too long. I would read it, but honestly, it goes on for way too long. I'm not even kidding.
James, Lewis took my golden apple and he's not giving. Lewis took my apple and then he made a golden apple and now he's not giving it back.
That's because I need gold.
Yeah, you do. You have it. It's just golden now. So give it back.
As soon as I find another apple, I'll give it to you.
No, I want my apple.
You can't have the apple. It's turned into a golden bee. Anyway, I'll give you a mushroom soup. How do you feel about that?
No.
That good enough for you, Callum?
No, it's not.
Lewis, you did steal a lot of stuff from him, so just give it back.
I stole nothing. I stole an apple.
So give him the apple back.
I haven't got.
Well, then you have to
Okay.
give him what you used it for back.
There's a golden apple in my inventory now for some reason. Please tell me why.
Because I gave it to you. That's why I said, is it good enough for you now?
Oh right, okay. Yeah, sure. It's not it isn't a god apple, but you know that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
Short, scary stories for kids. Short stories, scary for kids. Oh my god! Wow! All these have pictures which are really scary. Stop punching me, or punching each other.
I'm not. I'm trying to get rid of the lava I put in JT's house. Don't worry, it's cool.
Jesus! It's on fire! They're burning!
I know. Don't worry. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah.
No.
fire spreaders.
Guys, when can we leave?
Oh yeah.
Peaceful?
I wouldn't punch him out. You're in
Give me a
creative.
sec.
I know I'm in creative. And just so that I don't get hit anymore. Let me read. I don't know. What about, what's Bad Mother again? Because I've read this before. Oh yeah, okay, this is a really short one. I don't know if you've heard this before, but it goes like this. Let me find it. No. I'll go onto Reddit and get some no sleeps. Okay. It's, it goes like this. I came home from school. I went up to my bedroom. The door opened and I heard my mother yell, "Come, I need some help with the grocery." From the bedroom, I heard her say, "I heard it too, son. Don't go down there." And then that's it.
What? That's very strange.
Do you want me to tell you it again to see if you get it?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
I came home from school. I went to my bedroom. I heard the door open and my mother yell, "Son, I need some help with the groceries." From my parents' bedroom, I heard my mother yell, "Son, I heard it too. Don't go down there."
Oh my god. So it wasn't her that said, "I need help for the groceries."
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
And maybe the one in the mum's room, is actually using reverse psychology, and the one upstairs is actually the real mum, and the one upstairs is actually just using reverse psychology to,
No, it's not reverse psychology, Lewis.
you don't know that.
I do know that,
For a fact.
Jack.
Oh.
He got GG10 wrecked. I'm just gonna
Guys,
get
when we
some
change it off peaceful,
scary stories for kids. Stories to tell. That's probably what we want. Now I can move as well, you see. Stories to tell in the dark. Okay. I'll read you some of the titles. The Thing, Harold, The Red Spot, The
The red spot.
Which is the one with the most disgusting picture. Thanks, Callum.
Yay.
Oh no, this is the wrong website.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's like, oh, what website is it?
It's on those Bing.com.
Bing.com.
It's not.
always-
I don't know why. It says
Bing is always the wrong
because I'm
website.
using my phone, so
Bing is always the wrong website.
creepy stories. Creepy.
Spooky, scary, spooky, scary, spooky, scary, spooky, scary.
What the hell was that?
It was my spooky, scary voice.
It's pretty spooky, scary.
I know it was.
Oh, I know. Crayon. No. Creepy.
Spooky, scary, spooky, scary, spooky, scary.
Story. It's just gonna be a Halloween special. How long have we been recording for? Jesus.
Oh
yeah.
my
Okay,
God.
I've read this before. This is a good one. I think I've told.
Oh, good.
I might have told one of you, but I think it was someone at Scouts. Okay. It's a disturbing tale about a young couple from Japan who buy a house that comes complete with an unsolved mystery. It's fairly short. A married couple who had just returned from their honeymoon decided to buy a house. The couple were very happy because they managed to get the house at a very cheap price. It was in a nice neighbourhood, close to the city, and just a short walk from a shopping centre. Then they died! No. One day, one day, the husband.
Oh my god, that's amazing. He was like, then they died.
Oh no! Okay, one day the husband was walking down the hall when he spotted a red crayon lying on the floor. The couple didn't have any children, so the husband wondered where the I'll do it in my creepiest.
Fire aspect, Lewis.
How many
Fire
levels did you spend on
aspect.
that?
30. I got fire aspect. Thanks.
Oh, damn
Okay.
it.
Guys,
Yeah.
guys, stop fighting.
Dude.
Guys, stop
Okay,
fighting.
sure, okay. Let's stop now, Lewis. I won.
Hey, who broke Obsidian?
Just be quiet. So the husband wondered where the crayon had come from. Perhaps the previous residents left it behind, he said to himself as he casually threw it in the trash. The next day the husband came home from work to find another red crayon lying in exactly the same spot. He was very puzzled and decided to ask his wife about it. The wife grew pale in the face when he brought it up. She told him that every day since they had moved into the house, she had been finding red crayons when she was cleaning. They were always in the same spot at the end of the hallway. The husband was standing in the hallway, wondering about this weird phenomenon, when he began to notice something was not quite right. The hallway was too short. He tapped on the wall at the end of the hallway and heard a hollow sound. Curious, he began peeling off the wallpaper, despite the protests of his wife. Behind the wallpaper, they found a pair of sliding doors. It was as if someone had carefully hidden the entrance to a closet or a small room. The husband discovered that the sliding doors had been nailed shut. He got a hammer from his toolbox and began prying out the nails, one by one. After pulling out the last nail, he slowly opened the sliding door to reveal the small hidden room.
I didn't take anything, I promise. I just
Please
saw.
be quiet, please be quiet.
I only went in there.
Guys, this
Lewis,
is a creepy
Lewis,
part.
I only went in there to put the obsidian back in of your portal.
This is the creepy part, be quiet. After pulling out the last nail, he slowly opened the sliding door to reveal the small hidden room. Looking inside, they saw a dead child's body, and the white
God.
walls of the little space were covered with words scribbled in red crayon. Over and over again were the words, "Mummy, I'm sorry, let me out. Mummy, I'm sorry, let me out. Mummy, I'm sorry,
Haven't leave.
let me out."
Oh, sorry. I put a sapling there.
And then
Oh.
that is the
I
end.
don't care, leave.
That is the end of the story.
Wow. That's amazing.
I was sad.
Oh god, that's a creepy picture.
Well,
What's this? The peephole. Let's read the peephole. I hate the pictures are the creepiest part. Like, even though the stories, let me see how long it is. It's not too long. A 15-year-old girl named Donna lived with her father in a small house in the
What's her
suburbs.
name is Donna.
Donna?
that's actually that's a very that name is actually used quite a lot.
Yeah, Donna.
I know
from
it's a
Doctor
normal
Who.
name, but it's still a weird name.
From Doctor Who, Donna.
I don't watch Doctor Who.
Well, I don't.
Oh my god,
I don't
what?
either.
I don't.
Ever since
No
her,
one does.
ever since her mother died, Donna had depended on her father for everything. They had such a wonderful relationship and loved each other very, very much.
Aw.
One morning, Donna's father was leaving on a business trip. As they ate breakfast together, he told her that he would be home very late that night. With that, he kissed her on the forehead, grabbed his briefcase, and walked out the front door.
Because nowadays
Bye.
we blab our briefcases.
Later that day, when Donna came home from school, she did some homework and watched some television. By midnight, her father had still not returned, so she decided to go to bed. That night, she had a dream. She found herself standing at the edge of a busy highway. Cars and trucks whizzed by at an alarming rate. She looked across the highway and saw a familiar figure standing on the other
Oh,
side.
it's a dad.
It was her father. His hands were cupped around his mouth, and he seemed to be shouting something to her, but she couldn't make out what he was saying. As the traffic whizzed by, she strained to hear, Her father's eyes were sad. He seemed to be desperately trying to communicate something to her. She could barely make out the words. Don't open door. Suddenly Donna was awoken from the dream by a strange tapping noise. Tap, tap, tap. Then somebody began to ring the doorbell downstairs. Ling, ling, ling. She scrambled out of bed and put on her slippers. Then, dressed only in her nightgown, she ran downstairs and went to the front door. Looking through the peephole, she saw her father's face outside. He was staring right at her. The doorbell kept ringing insistently. "Okay, hold on, I'm coming," she shouted. She pulled back the deadbolt and was about to unlatch the door when she stopped. She looked through the peephole at her father again. Something about his expression didn't look quite right. His eyes were wide open, and his mouth was stretched into an insanely painful smile. He looked terrified. She slid the deadbolt back into place. "Dad," she yelled through the door, "did you forget your keys?" Ring, ring, ring. "Dad, answer me." Ring, ring, ring.
Answer me.
"Dad, please, I need you to answer me." Ring, ring, ring. "Is there someone else out there with you?" Ring, ring, ring. "Why won't you answer me?" Ring, ring, ring. "I'm not opening the door until you say something." The doorbell kept ringing and ringing, but for some reason her father refused to answer her desperate cries. For the rest of the night, the frightened girl cowered in a corner of the hallway, helplessly listening to the ceaseless ringing of the doorbell. It seemed to go on for hours. Eventually, she fell into an uneasy sleep. At dawn, she woke up and realized that everything was quiet. She crept over to the door and looked through the peephole again. Her father was still there, staring at her. She cautiously opened the door and was confronted with a sight that filled her with unimaginable horror. Her father's severed head was hanging from a nail above the door. There was
Oh
a
my
note attached to the doorbell. It read, "Clever girl."
Oh,
That's
God.
the end.
That's not a normal. That's not a normal.
That is not a normal.
That is not a normal, man. That's not a
That's
normal.
messed up.
That is not a
That's
normal.
not a normal.
It's not a
That is
normal.
not a normal.
It's not a normal.
That
It's
is in
not-
no
it's
way a
not.
normal.
It's completely, pretty much the opposite to a normal.
A not normal. Hey Lewis, how you doing?
What about family photo, eh? Let's see how long that is. Oh, it's a really short one. Okay.
Lewis? Oh, what? Oh wait, what ones do you have, Lewis, on your sword? What
Oh, this
enchantments?
is really sad. This is really
Lewis,
sad.
are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what enchantments on your sword?
Sharpness 2.
Guys,
Cool.
this is called, this story
You're
is called...
fire aspect.
Oh my god! Jesus!
I
Ah!
have Bane of Archaeopods 4 and Fire Aspect 2.
Jesus
Which is
Christ!
actually really good.
Oh my
What?
god!
Is it the picture? Share screens on Skype.
Ah!
See this.
Oh my god, no. That was this,
Share screen.
Lewis, go on Skype.
I was
and-
reading it, right? I was reading
Yeah?
it. Oh my god, no! I'm reading on my phone so I can't share screens. And it's a family photo,
Oh.
and it was completely normal for like 10 seconds while I was looking at it. I was like, there's no... And then it zoomed in on the daughter's face, and her face like turned into a devil and like melted. I was not
Oh.
prepared for that.
Oh god.
Jesus.
Oh god.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun to read. There was a single mother who had 3 daughters. The youngest daughter, who it was zoomed in on, was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumour. The doctors broke the bad news to her mother. They told the poor woman that her daughter had only 3 months to live. The family were devastated by the horrible news. The mother decided to have a family photo taken while her youngest daughter was still alive. That way, they would still have something to remember her by. They hired a professional photographer to come and take the photo. The family posed with the youngest daughter sitting in the middle of the picture and her mother and older sisters arranged around her. Afterwards, they had it framed and hung it over the fireplace in the living room. 3 months later, the youngest daughter died in hospital. Her mother and 2 sisters were at her bedside when she passed away.
Lewis, get out of there.
The funeral took place 2 days later. After the funeral, The mother was sitting in the living room when she happened to glance up at the family photo of the fireplace. She was horrified to discover that her daughter's face was shifting and changing. It looked distended and deformed, almost demonic. Let me just check it. I'm still recording. I am. They brought the family photo to the professional photographer and complained. He said he had no explanation for why the photo would suddenly change, making the dead child appear so grotesque. The mother was at her wit's end. She took the family photo to a psychic and begged the psychic to tell her what was wrong. The psychic took one look at the family photo and recoiled to horror. "I'm sorry to have to tell you this," said the psychic. "Unfortunately, your daughter fell into hell."
Sorry. Wait, what?
Why
did she do that?
She fell into hell.
How?
She just fell.
That's so sad. Sorry, Lewis. I don't have any water. I just have this.
Okay,
Lewis, I didn't mean to. Jeez.
I know, but I still had to do that.
What's wrong with you? I didn't kill you, did I?
You set them on fire, close enough.
No, it isn't. It isn't close enough at all.
There's this thing called sad stories. We could read some sad stories.
No, Lewis, stop killing me. I'll sit on fire again. Lewis! For God's sake, Lewis.
Stories.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, these are... Oh, no. Oh, that's disgusting. There's this thing called... There's all of these sad stories. I've read some of them. Oh, yeah, the Animal Crossing one. Oh, they're like if you cry every time.
Oh, like if you cry every time. Lewis, stop killing me.
Well, stop trying
Lewis.
to kill me. You ever
Well,
said
no, I'm doing that because you're trying to kill me.
Well, this time, just let me heal you. Because it's
No.
yeah.
No.
This is the story called I Would Die For You. It's very sad. I've read it before. Have you ever been in love with your best friend? If the answer is yes, then maybe this is something you will understand. There was a boy and girl who had been friends for years. After a while, they began spending more and more time together, and their friendship grew more close and more intimate. Eventually, they confessed their feelings for each other and fell truly, deeply, madly in love. They would often talk for hours on the phone and text each other all day long. Whenever they were together, everything seemed right with the world, and not a single sad thought could cross their minds. She would wake up in the morning and go to school just to see his smiling face. He would stay
Lewis, just stop, okay? You killed me 5 times.
He would stay
Stop killing me! What's wrong with you?
Okay, I'll stop
you
now.
have no reason to kill me. No, ban him, James. He keeps killing me.
Lewis, stop killing Callum.
No, ban him.
Lewis, stop it or I'm gonna have to ban you. She would wake up in the morning and go
I
to
get to
school.
kill you now, Lewis. 'cause
Yeah,
you
Callum
killed
gets to
6
kill you,
times.
Lewis. He
There you
would
go.
stay up late waiting for her call and fall asleep listening to the sound of her voice. She would steal his notebook in class just so he had to put his arms around her to get it back. Every time they heard a love song on the radio, they would think of each other with every single line.
The
Then-
roof's on fire.
Then-
Lewis, go away.
Then one day the girl didn't show up for class. He tried to contact her to see what was wrong, but she never answered his text messages.
Stop hitting me.
I didn't reach it on purpose. I was trying to put it out.
Lewis, if either of you kills the other person, then you get banned.
Oh, I was using my normal diamond sword.
He tried to call her.
Hey, no.
You're not allowed to kill each other.
There.
He tried to call her, but she didn't answer the phone. The boy became very worried that something was wrong. That night he lay down in bed and tried to sleep, but it was no use. He couldn't stop thinking about her. Just then his phone started ringing. It was her. Boy, I'm gonna do the voices in different. Hey, honey. Hey.
Stop it.
Hey, you get kicked now.
Stop it, Lewis. Just leave me alone. You killed me like 6 times.
Sorry, Callum, I have to ban you. I said that the next person who
I
gets
know.
killed is
I know
banned.
that. But now he's going to take all my stuff.
Lewis,
I can't.
don't.
Yes, you can. My chest is right there.
Okay, I'll do the boy and girl voices in different voices. So yeah, here you go. Hey, honey.
Bye.
Hey.
I've got to go now.
Why? I've pardoned
Because I
you.
hate you guys.
I pardoned you.
No, because I hate Lewis and I don't
Oh,
want to
come on, don't go.
No.
And by the way, your test isn't right there.
Wait. Oh, it's really
Chess
long.
is gone,
It's just a really long phone call. It's boring.
Look, the chess is gone. You actually
Goodbye, everybody.
killed